Hello everyone, this is Tracy from Inspired Chi, and I am bringing you a pretty blended message today. So happy fall, everyone. We have the equinox that will be on Wednesday. I'll get into that in just a second. Because this reading is actually going to be a combination. We have a full moon in Pisces happening Sunday into Monday, so officially the 20th. And then we have the autumn equinox happening on the 22nd. So the equilibrium of day and night come together, and it helps us to kind of remember and observe and correct, if need be, the light and darkness in our own lives, and to honor this season of transition. So I am going to do a little bit of an extended reading for each of you during this video. I did want to acknowledge that we have the tarot class on October 23rd, and if you've not registered for that, the link will be in the description box below. You'll want to do that as soon as possible because we're running out of space to be able to do it safely. I look forward to seeing all of you who are attending, and again, if not, if you want more information, it's down there. If not, if you just say, I just want my messages, I don't really want to do it myself, that's what these videos are for. It's also good when you're tuning into your own intuition to check out how different people interpret different cards and different energies. So that's what we'll be doing. Also, I would like to ask if you could just, whether you have come to this video from Facebook or vice versa, if you could just leave a comment below, because what that does is it helps it to circulate. So if you don't want to put your choice out there, if you don't want to, let anybody know what your 1, 2, or 3 is, that's fine. Just an emoji will do. And I do have a special surprise for some people who will be commenting on this video that might pop up. But please do that to help it circulate to other people who need it. And if you're new to this type of video, you're going to be choosing between 1, 2, and 3. If you need a little bit longer of time, that will be in the thumbnail on this video as well. You'll want to connect, take a deep breath, connect to your guides, and hold in your mind with either whatever's been on your minds, troubling you, or that you're excited about, or just be open to a general message. Remember that these are general messages. Not every part of the video will resonate with you, but wherever you tune in, you're sure to find at least a couple messages that are meant for you, okay? And if you are in need of a private reading, please message me. We are a little bit into a 2-month wait at this point in time. However, I would always love to connect with you one-on-one, so always send me a message. Okay, and let's get started. I almost forgot. So the oracle cards I'm using today is the Queen of the Moon Oracle and the Moonology Oracle. Each one of you will get one of each. And then I'm doing the clarification. Like I said, it's a bit of an extended, so it's going to be a little bit of a different layout for you, but with the Modern Witch Tarot deck, because it is my favorite time of year. Hello, twos. First card you're showing up with is the Boundaries card, and as you can see, she's got a bubble around her. So this is going to be an important time for you with this full moon, and you actually got a full moon card next, which I'll show you. This is going to be a very significant time for you, and you really have to protect yourself energetically. See that bubble? You need to be in that bubble. You need to have your boundaries, and this is a time to protect yourself and your spirit, okay? Then we have Surrender to the Divine, full moon, okay? Meaning, no, this isn't even just a go with the flow. It's kind of an acceptance of what is and what will be, and not fighting against it at this time. That's one of the loudest messages that's coming through for you. However, the rest of your cards usually make a liar out of me, so we'll see what happens, okay? I am doing an extended for this season, for this holiday season, so I am going to be doing a Celtic cross for you. See what other energies that are manifesting around that, what this might be about as far as boundaries go, and what you may need to surrender about. Oh, well, that's interesting. All right. Ooh, end of a big cycle for you, okay? So let's go into it. The first card that we're getting is the World, which is in your instrumental, which means this is what's going on in the background. This is the energy that you have, all right? This may resonate for you in another way, absolutely, but this feels like a relationship type of a reading for me as I'm going into it, even though there's there's not that many cups here, it does feel like a relationship transition. Um, because the world is, we're ending a big cycle. So the world is the last card in the major arcanas. So when you start the journey as the fool, being naive, being brave to start new, you end at the world. And that's a time where you're supposed to take stock of all the blessings that you've had, all the lessons that you've learned, so that you go on to the next phase of your life stronger and wiser and happier, hopefully. And that's kind of the instrumental energy in your reading, your season. Where you're at with the recent past, you have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so you've been actually really open. If you were to have it right side up, this would be being very closed off, not just emotionally, but even financially. You're like not giving anything up. I'm not going to give you any information. I'm not going to tell you about me. I'm not going to open up. Just a very, like, if you were thinking about this in terms of body language, just a very closed off energy. Okay, and it shows in the recent past that you've actually had the opposite. Now, you wouldn't have the opposite if you didn't first have the beginning of that, right? So it looks like after a really long time of being closed off, you started to open up in the recent past. You're starting to be more open to abundance into your life and love into your life. We have the card of the Emperor, and it is upright. So this is the Father card, okay? It could be the father, could be the boss. It's a masculine energy. Could represent yourself, because it is saying you at this time, your current situation. Or it could represent if you're a married couple and there's a father energy there, it could be that. If you have a boss, or you become the boss, or you have a new promotion, or you have a team that you manage, this could also be representing you. And the energy around you is quick movement, okay? Knight of Wands energy. Some of you actually physically may be moving to a different house, a different apartment, a different place. You may be changing jobs. You may be changing relationships, but this is quick movement out. So it looks from like not being very closed off to becoming open, trusting, and have that energy of quick movement, as if maybe you were contemplating something for a relationship. These videos keep cutting out. I'm not sure if it's my phone, the memory on my phone, or just very weird energy happening. Anyway, I don't think I told you. Maybe I did. I guess we'll find out. The Knight of Wands is a very quick energy. You could be moving from your house to a different space. You could be moving jobs. You could be changing relationships. But this is a quick energy. And sometime after contemplating it for a really long time and just making the choice and doing it, what you're manifesting is the Four of Wands, which is happiness, celebration, and stability. So whatever you are doing, continue in that direction. Surrender to that. Know that you're going to the right space. It definitely looks like you're moving away from something that didn't serve you. That may resurface. We have this World card bringing something to a close. Sometimes we're able to do that ourselves. Sometimes something triggers that healing or comes back, or, one last testing before the blessing energy. The foundation that you're sitting on is the Ten of Pentacles, which is your legacy, okay? This is your legacy. This is who you are. This is what you leave behind. It could also deal with inheritances as well, right? But this is amazing energy to have as your foundation. To be in that Emperor, sensible energy, quick movement, opening up, building happiness and celebration, as well as stability for yourself. And the immediate future, we have the Hierophant, which deals with tradition a lot. Some of you may, if this is a relationship, this is talking about the institution of marriage. If this is in terms of education, this could be going back to school. Or if you are a healthcare worker or a teacher, this could be more involvement in school, because we are talking about institutions and traditions with the Hierophant. But we are also talking about a wise energy. Having the Emperor here as the Father card and the Hierophant card, which to me is the grandfather card, even though this is a female. There's just this energy of like wisdom and family, and again, legacy, inheritances, that kind of thing, but in such a good and positive way. All right. Even though we have the Ten of Swords here. We'll talk about that in a moment. One's had that too. I think it might just be the energy around us. So then what you expect, the Three of Cups, okay? You expect community, celebration, happiness, love, okay? From the outside in, they may be seeing a different story. They may be seeing that because remember, 10s end cycles, and we have the World card here. So there was a past painful cycle that you're finally bringing to an end. And if it's in a different relationship, I just want to say, not that I condone getting over people with other people without healing, okay? However, when you heal from a broken heart and a betrayal and something really painful, which I feel like this was, you're not able to fully put your healing to the test unless you try to love again. Make sense? Okay. And it's okay if just the person that you're trying to love again is yourself. It's all right to start there. Okay. But that seems in the past to me. Hopes and fears, of course, you have a Seven of Swords because something was taken from you in the past, you know, and that person would have taken everything they had and they didn't really help you. They didn't stick around to help you heal either. Okay. So while that's in your hopes and fears, it looks like your faith is way stronger. Okay. Because you're moving in here. So the boundaries may absolutely have something to do with your past here, and that's why you're staying in a nice little bubble at this time. But this card of surrender to the divine over here, I would say keep going in that direction. Go in the direction of happiness. Go in the direction of stability. Keep working towards your legacy and the changes in your life. You have this beautiful protection energy. I mean, really masculine energies there with the Emperor and the Hierophant. But you have the Three of Cups and the Four of Wands. These are my wedding cards. There's my Hierophant, the institution of marriage. Some of you may be getting married. Some of you may be getting engaged. But this is a level of commitment that you have worked towards and for and that you deserve and that you should accept with open arms and surrender, even if you have this suspicion from things in the past. Okay, it's time to let yourself heal and be happy. Okay, and then the last card that we're getting is the outcome of the Two of Pentacles, which is finding balance between things in your life. Okay, so I keep getting these videos cut off saying maximum video time reach, so I'm gonna have to play with that, but I'm sorry if this is a little bit chopped up. All I was saying was good luck. Keep having that faith in yourself to move towards what you absolutely deserve. Even on the bottom of this deck here, you have the Two of Cups. If this is not a relationship for you, this may not be your reading. I would check out 1, I would check out 3, because this very much feels like someone who has been through a lot of pain in the past and is finally getting the happiness that they deserve. Do not be afraid of it. This is an amazing reading, twos. Okay. Good luck.